Today on the channel, we'll be unboxing the Mutant Revolutionary, the leader and commander, the very first X-Man, here on... Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Newman, and today we'll be unboxing Mondo's limited edition Cyclops. This 1/6 scale figure measures 12 inches in height. It's made of PVC and ABS, weighs 5 pounds, sports multiple points of articulation, and contains over 10 accessories. Now, I happen to buy 2 of these figures. So if by the end of this review you are still interested in purchasing it, you can purchase it at my Mercari shop, Newman Collectibles. I will leave a link in the description so you can click on it and buy it if you want it. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's really appreciated if you do. It really helps the channel out so I can continue to make more of these videos and talk ad nauseum about things that don't really matter. Alright, so here we go. Here is the box unwrapped. Looking very good, so we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to go ahead and switch positions so we can get a closer look at this thing. And here we go. So we got the 97 logo on here, the Mondo symbol, as well as that little comic book box that has the issue number and Marvel Comics logo. On the side we have the X-Men logo, X-Men 97 logo rather. And on the other side, same logo, same deal. On the back, we've got some great storyboards by artist Dan Wiesenmeyer. I hope I pronounced that correctly. He's on Instagram, so you should definitely give him a follow. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this up. We've got some Velcro here. And we've got a window view of the figure. It's a little obscured by all the plastic. Here we have a biography of Cyclops. Pretty cool. You can pause it and read it if you want. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the X-Acto knife and get this opened up. Ooh, buddy, look at this. Now this is a beautiful looking figure. Fantastic. Look at this. Very cool. Now before the gushing begins, let's go over the articulation. So head goes all the way around. It's on a ball joint. Alright, very good. We've got ratchet joints in the shoulders. Both are very tight, so that's good. We've got double jointed elbows, which is really cool. Alright, let's check the other one. Oh, very good. Very nice. Smooth. We've got an ab crunch, a little bit hindered by his chest belt, but it's pretty nice. It's not bad. We've got articulation in the wrist. They go all the way around. They're on the ball joint. They seem pretty tight, actually. Legs go out to about there. Not a huge split, but not bad. We've got double joints at the knees, which are good. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, this is a separate piece. I'm not a fan of that. Other leg is also very good at the knees. Let's check the ankles. Ankles are extremely tight. Let's put some force on here. Alright, there we go. You can hear the creaking. They're extremely tight. So that's good. Don't want this guy toppling over. And other one is good as well. Alright. Alright, let's get him back into shape. Alright, all the joints are really tight on this figure. This is really good. So now the last figure that I reviewed was the Mondo Lino, and it is a completely different feel from this figure. This figure feels like an oversized Marvel Legends, and I say that in the best way possible. It just feels completely different from the Lino figure, which is excellent, because they're both from the same company. Hopefully the accessories won't let this figure down. Now first up we have a large blast effect, which is okay. That's not bad. Honestly, the Mezco blast effects, they're a little thicker than this. This is just sort of a solid beam, but I guess it fits with the animated theme. Here's a smaller version. Here are some pointing fingers. Alright, cool. With cell shading. Very nice. We've got some, these hands are questionable. We've got some grappling hands right here. Very good. We have another blast effect, a multi-blast effect. Now this is pretty cool. I do like this. We've got another visor with a optic blast spark. Got another head, a screaming head profile. Very good. Very well painted, just as the regular head. Very nice. Alright, so let's get this off. Now we have a unvisored head with red eyes, which is really cool. Good sculpt. We've got a sentinel head. I don't remember the origins of this. I'm sure it's from the animated series, though. Here we've got the jacket, the vest part of the jacket. All very nice sculpt. The arms to the jacket, complete with ungloved hands, which I will not be using. We got some glasses. Really like that cell shading on there. Very nice, very well sculpted. Very cool. Got another visor for the sentinel head so that you can put the blast effects on it. Next up we have another visor. Now this is more of a prop pair of visors. You can't actually put this on the figure. He's just meant to hold these or be displayed next to them. And here we have another single hand, which, I don't know, that's weird. And a cup of coffee, or cocoa, if you want. And lastly, another visor. The base, it's a base, pretty simple. Another component of the base, another component of the base. Alright, cool. So here we have Cyclops in his neutral state. The state that pretty much comes out of the package. It is pretty good. Overall, I'm very happy with this figure. I'm not a big fan of the fact that the straps on his thighs are a separate piece, but I understand why, because I know that they came out with a more classic version of Cyclops with the sock head, and it's a lot easier to make components that you can use for multiple figures, so I understand why they're separate pieces. I do wish they would have glued it on though, however. But overall, this is a very good figure. Very nice. I really don't have any issues with it. It's good. Like, all the joints are really good. All the articulation is good. None of the QC issues that sometimes pop up with this company. Next up, we have Cyclops with the blast effect and yelling face, and the head supports it very well. So yeah, I can kind of see why they made it just a thin piece of plastic for the optic blast, because it doesn't droop down the head. So I get why they did it. Although I do kind of prefer the look of the Mezco blast effects to this one. But this isn't bad, this is good. This is still really good. You can get a lot of range and it doesn't weigh down the head, so that's excellent. The head swap out was very easy. It wasn't too difficult, it wasn't too easy to get off, so it was just perfect, really. Very nice. Next up we have Cyclops with the Sentinel head. And I will definitely not be using this. If memory serves, this may have been, I don't know, some sort of a flashback. No, not a flashback. Maybe some sort of dream sequence or danger room sequence. Something. I can't really remember. But I'm glad that they included this. It's a cool little Easter egg. But I really have no plans to use this in, honestly, any capacity. Except for, you know, photos for this review. So it'll probably just sit in a box. But I am glad that they got it for the people who got multiple versions of this figure, so you've got a couple of options for your figure. Next up, we've got Cyclops with his visorless head. A very good look. Now, the glasses that come with this figure are meant for this head. There are two slots on the sides of his temple that are meant for two pegs on the glasses, two very small pegs. You couldn't even see them when I held them up, but they insert onto this head. So, you know, they could have taken the easy route and just had the glasses sculpted on this head. So I'm really appreciative of the fact that you can take these glasses off and that it's a tight fit too, so the glasses won't come tumbling off. So that's really cool. Next up, we've got the visorless head with the glasses on and the jacket. So let me tell you about this jacket. So it comes with two ungloved hands, and I actually broke the ball peg on the left hand trying to get it out. So definitely warm these figures up. Like, there's really sometimes there's no in between with these Mondo figures. It's either too loose or too tight. I had to put the arm that the hand broke off of in warm water to get it out, and it did come out eventually with a little bit of maneuvering, and I super glued the hand that broke off back onto the ball joint. And I never planned on using those hands anyway, so it's not a big deal, but you know, just make sure you warm this figure up because everything is really tight on this figure. And lastly, we've got Cyclops with the jacket on and his cup of cocoa. I don't know, I really like this look. It's fitting for the warm weather that's currently plaguing a lot of the East Coast right now. So, yeah, I really do like this look. Very nice, very cool. Okay, final thoughts. Overall, I really like this figure. It is fantastic. The sculpt is good, paintwork is good, articulation is really good. All of the joints are nice and tight, and if they're not nice and tight, they're not too loose at all. There's no looseness anywhere. All the accessories work very well. Everything is well painted, well sculpted, and no hiccups trying to get it to work with the figure. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, oh yeah, the one thing I do have a problem with, again, are those straps on the thighs. They tend to fall down a lot. I may just go ahead and super glue them on there. I know why they do it. It's to make that sculpt available for other figures and other variants of this particular figure. But it's still kind of bothersome that they fall down a lot. And again, I cannot reinforce this enough. Make sure you warm this figure up when you're swapping out the hands. The heads were pretty easy, but those hands, they have smaller pegs, so they can snap a lot easier, especially if you're just taking this thing right out of the package. I didn't just take this one out of the package after getting it out of the cold. This was actually sitting around for a couple of days before I started to swap out the components, so it had some time to warm up. And even still, that ball peg on that hand just snapped right in half. Again, I was able to use some super glue to glue it back together, and I'm not even going to use that hand anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But just in case you are swapping out hands, specifically the hands on the jacket, and make sure you warm them up. Just toss them in some warm water, and then you can get them right out. I also used a small flathead screwdriver to help as an assist to get the ball peg out of the sleeve. So alright folks, that's going to pretty much wrap everything up. I am Rip It Open at Newman on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, Threads, and now Blue Sky as well. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, hit the bell for notifications, and I will check you later.